Looks pretty good. Welcome to Recreate the Plate. Today I have been craving meatloaf for a few weeks now. So I looked online for a lot of different recipes, watched several different ones, and settled on this one. This is Barefoot Contessa's meatloaf recipe. And it has a lot of onion in it, a lot of nice savory things. So it sounded really good to me. So I'm going to give it a try. It was also made by All Recipes, a channel also online on YouTube. And she made this same recipe and it turned out well. So I'm going to give it a try. Like I said, it has a lot of onions. It has 3 cups of onions. So we're going to get those chopped up. Okay. Yeah, right at. All right. So that's right at 3 cups. Okay, we're going to get the onions sauteed up. So we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil to the pan. She said to cook these to where they are just translucent and not very brown. So I'm going to try to be very careful not to overcook them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add in, she called for fresh thyme. I normally never keep fresh herbs, so this is a first for me for buying this. Normally I just always have dried things that I can keep on hand, but she said to use fresh thyme. So we're going to try that, and it's going to be about a teaspoon. And I do know you're supposed to just take the leaves off. So I'm going to try that. Am I doing this right? I don't find that they come off very easy. I did see hers actually looked dried, even though she said they were fresh. All right, they're starting to brown a bit, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to really reduce the heat. I got busy taking the thyme off the stem, and that's what I do. I get distracted. Do you guys do that when you're cooking? Get distracted by one thing? Okay, so this is beyond translucent. So a little brown, I will say. I'm going to just turn the heat off completely. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. So we did the thyme. That's all I'm going to put in of that. So 2 teaspoons of salt. 1 and 2. And then 1 teaspoon of pepper. Okay. And 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. 1, 2, 3. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. 1 tablespoon. Okay. That smells really good. And we also add 1/3 cup of chicken stock. All right, that looks good. Okay, we're going to use 2.5 pounds of, this is ground chuck, and we're going to add in our onion mixture right into here. Which is interesting because they tell you to mix this with your hands. So that's still steaming. So I'm going to let that cool a bit. Okay, we're also going to add a 1/2 cup of dried breadcrumbs. and 2 eggs. Okay, so this is kind of hot. I'm going to take my rings off and mix with my hands. And they said to just kind of mix loosely, not compacting it. So that's what we're going to do. Looks good. Wash up. Okay, now we're going to put this into a loaf right here on. They just used a cookie sheet. They did not use a loaf pan. And I just put some parchment paper on here. And I'm going to just dump it out. And they just said they just kind of like shaped it into a loaf. Not really pressing it hard, but just kind of shaping it. What do y'all think? Pretty big loaf. Okay. Okay, she also added half a cup of ketchup right to the top. And she spread it around with her hands, so I'm gonna do the same, which I normally would not do that. It's good. Okay, this goes into a 350 oven for 1 hour, 10 minutes. And the additional step is that you are supposed to put a pan of very warm or even hot water in the bottom rack of the oven and let that be in there while it's cooking. So I'm going to get that ready. Okay, now to get it in the oven. Okay, the meatloaf is fresh out of the oven. I'm going to transfer it onto a different platter to let it cool and get it. It's in quite a bit of grease, but look at that. Looks pretty good. I think I'm going to have to go ahead and give it a try. Eating off of this huge platter. Okay. The ketchup. It's very good. It's very good, but I can taste the onion, but I really like onions. So that strong onion flavor isn't too much for me, but I could see where it could be a little strong. If you're not a big onion fan, then it might be a little too oniony for you. It is soft, so it didn't get hard anywhere. So I guess the water in the oven did help with that. Let's take another bite. Mm-hmm. That bite was good. Had a lot of the ketchup in that bite. All I need is some mashed potatoes to go along with this. I would make this recipe again, but I might cut the onions down just a little bit. I hope you give this one a try. I enjoyed cooking with you today. Hope everybody has a blessed day.